Okay, hello everyone. So we're gonna be making chocolate buttercream today. And let me find the video here so I can see your comments a little bit better. And if I look tired, it's because I'm tired and it's hot. Okay, so happy Thursday. I hope you guys are doing great. Okay. I wanna ask, I'll wait for my question. Okay, so we're going to start with some unsalted butter like always. So if you guys don't know, I've been making some series of buttercreams. And I already made 2 of them, and today is chocolate. So I'm not going to go really into depth, but I will kind of give you guys, what's important. But, okay. So I always use unsalted butter. Make sure you're using a good quality butter, that it's real butter when you're making buttercream. And this goes for anything that you are making. You don't want to use margarine, basically, is what I'm saying. Okay. For those that are in here, can you let me know, are you guys subscribed to YouTube? Like, does YouTube notify you that I went live? Or you guys just hop on because you guys know that I'm coming on live at 7 p.m. I just want to know. Because I had someone say that, that I am subscribed to your channel and, turn on the little bell for the notifications, but that she doesn't get notified. So I'm just curious. Okay, so we're going to put our butter in there. So you're going to need 3 sticks of butter, okay? Yes, I'm subscribed. Okay, thank you. Yes, I'm subscribed. I got notified. It notified me. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you. I appreciate it. So you're going to need 3 of these. Okay, 3 sticks. 3 sticks. Okay, so make sure it's at room temperature, but not like super soft where it's literally melting. I literally came on. I literally brought it out like 2 hours ago. 2 hours ago, and it's perfect. It's soft, but not super, super, super soft. Okay, so we're gonna dump this in here. So 3 sticks of butter. Okay, yay. All right, thank you guys. Thank you. And we're going to beat this. Okay, we're gonna beat this with the blade, which I didn't bring. So let me go get that. Okay, so our blade is in, and we're going to beat this for a few minutes. You want the butter to get nice, fluffy, white. It's going to change color. So good 4 or 5 minutes. And I'm literally like I'm at a 4. I'm at a 4. Hi everyone, hi. Okay, so we're going to add our unsweetened cocoa. Alright, so I'm using Hershey's. Okay, if you have a good quality cocoa, they're a little bit more expensive. You're gonna need a little bit less of what I'm going to use. So just keep that in mind, because some cocoa powders are very, very strong. Yes, it is unsalted butter. Okay, so we're gonna need half a cup of the cocoa powder. Okay, so you want to make sure you sift it, because there's a lot of like little lumps in the cocoa powder. So make sure that you sift it before you add it in there. Okay, so I'm gonna. And this is a 1/4 cup, okay? It's a 1/4 cup, so I'm going to do it twice. So you need half a cup. So that's a 1/4. You see all the little lumps? Okay, so that's half a cup. Okay? And if you want to use a special dark cocoa powder, you can. Like I said, if you're gonna be using a different brand that you know it's a good quality cocoa powder, you might want to add a little bit less than what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm just gonna sift this in here. Okay, and our butter is getting nice and white. I'm gonna use a spoon or else I'm gonna take forever here. Okay, so I'm just sifting it. Almost done. Okay. So that's nice and sifted. Okay. I'm gonna turn this off. And you guys can tell it's literally like, it looks like frosting. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna scrape my bowl. I'm literally just grabbing the sides and just scraping it, making sure that I get all the butter out from the sides. Okay, so this is what we have. Okay, that's just all butter. Okay, so now we're going to, I need a little plate or something. Okay, now we're going to incorporate our cocoa powder in here, okay? So I'm just gonna dump it in there. Okay, you're gonna let that go. Start slowly, because or else you're gonna get a lot of powder coming out, just like the powdered sugar. Okay. And then as it incorporates, and you can put the power up a little bit higher. So right now I'm at a 4. Okay, and that's what it looks like. It changed to a chocolate look. Okay. What I have done before is added Nutella in here. So I was going to add Nutella, but I knew that I was going to get the whole, like, what if I don't want to use Nutella? What if they have, like, peanut allergies? I don't like Nutella. I love Nutella. So that's why I sometimes, like, throw it in there. So I use cocoa powder, and then I add, like, 3 heaping spoons. Like, 3, you know, just large spoons of Nutella in there. It gives it, like, a nice flavor, like a hazelnut. Not too overpowering, but if you want to do that, like if you, I don't know, the customer asks for Nutella frosting or something, you can definitely add Nutella in here. And it'll come out good, okay? So, just in case you wanted to know. Alright. So we're going to be adding some vanilla extract and some salt, okay? So I have my salt here and my vanilla extract. Okay. So, kind of till it's all incorporated. That's how it looks. Okay, I'm gonna go in there and use my spatula to scrape the sides again. Okay, you can also incorporate when you make something like chocolate, they like to incorporate like coffee, like liquid coffee. You know, you make your coffee and then you put like a little bit in here. They say it brings out the chocolate flavor, but honestly, I never, even when you make cake pops, when you're making your, you know, if you're using a cake box mix, I know people that add a little bit of coffee in there. They say it brings out the chocolate flavor out. I haven't done it because honestly, I don't know. I have to make the coffee, let it cool down. I don't want to do that. But if you want to, you can. Okay. So I scraped it. I'm gonna get my salt. So be generous with the salt, like this, how much I have. Like Emma said, I don't have my assistant today, or else she would have said, that's not a pinch of salt. So there's a lot of sweetness in here, you guys, so that amount of salt is really not gonna, you know, make it salty. Nutella, when I use Nutella, I use 3. Like, I don't measure it, but I just grab my Nutella, my bucket, and I do 3 spoons of it. Like, you know, regular spoons, like, I just 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. So 2. So I'm gonna do 1, 2. Okay? You're gonna let that incorporate. So I'm at a 4. Okay, I'm at a 4. Okay, so powdered sugar. Always sift your powdered sugar. That's the correct way. I have done it other times where I haven't sifted and it comes out fine. But I just wanted to teach you guys the right way. So I've been telling you guys to sift your powdered sugar. So I have 5 cups of powdered sugar here. I already sifted it beforehand because my assistant wasn't here today to do it for me. So I already sifted it. So make sure you sift it. I have an extra cup here in case I want to add more powdered sugar. Like if you want it more fluffy, like just more sweeter, I guess. It is going to be sweet enough. But just in case, you can add more powdered sugar. Once we add the powdered sugar in, you can taste it. If you feel it needs more chocolate, like you want more of a chocolatey taste, you can still add powdered sugar to it. It's not like you can't add it anymore. You can still add it because this is powder. The cocoa powder is powder. So it's not going to do anything to your buttercream. So basically you taste it and you see, you know, you see if you want more of the chocolate or no, you know what, it's good for me. So I'm going to add little by little. Okay, always start low. So remember, I have 5 cups of sifted powdered sugar here. 5 cups, okay? And I have my extra cup sitting here in case I want to add another cup, I will, okay? So it's going. So once it incorporates, I go a little bit higher. Okay, once I kind of see it, it's incorporated, it looks nice and fluffy. I add the rest. If you're gonna add the rest while your machine is on, then go back to low or turn it off and add. Okay, and then go back to low. And we're almost done. We're almost done. Okay, and then I'm gonna go higher. I'll show you guys how it looks right now. Like this. It's thick already, but I want it thicker. And I'm gonna add the rest. Not the rest, maybe that much, and do one more. I have like that much. I hate when I think I start low, but I really don't start low. And then this happens. It's literally everywhere. Okay, I'm gonna scrape the sides and all of that, okay? Looks nice and luscious. Alright, I'm gonna add the rest. And then I will scrape it. I'm gonna let it go and then scrape it and then taste it. And check the consistency. Am I happy with the consistency? Am I happy with the chocolate taste? Do I want to add more chocolate into there? So these are the questions you're gonna ask yourself when you're making your buttercream. I'm gonna go a little bit higher. Okay. I'm gonna get my spatula ready. Ooh, now it just probably looks the same to you, but to me it looks way thicker now. So that's what I want. So I'm gonna go in there and like scrape all of that powdered sugar I see. Alright, so then I'm gonna let it go for another 30 seconds or so. Okay, so now I'm gonna taste it. I'm gonna check the consistency. So let's taste this. It's chocolate enough for me. And it tastes like buttercream. Like it's just a sweet chocolate frosting. So I'm gonna check the consistency. And I already know I like it, but I'm gonna check it. So I can add more powdered sugar if I want to, make it a little bit thicker. But let me show you guys. Get some of this. So literally, it's just nice and thick. Like it doesn't even like. So this is perfect for me for like piping and stuff, cupcakes. So we're going to put it in a piping bag. So I have a cup here. So in total was 5 cups of powdered sugar for me, okay? You can do less, you can do less, you can do more, okay? So I'm gonna add a 1M tip in here. Okay, I'm gonna make a hole, cut it. Okay, make the tip come out. And then put my cup here. And start putting some of this in here. I don't think I need that much because I'm only frosting 4. Alright. So there you go. I'm going to push it down. Okay. Move this a little bit. Uh-oh. Okay. So I have some mini cheesecakes here that I had. And we're going to frost on these. Okay, so here we go. Okay. So this will get hard in the fridge, which I like. So I like buttercreams that crust. Okay, so crust means they get hard. So I have some in the fridge that will show you what I mean. And if you are wondering what these are cheesecakes. I have a class. It's on my website. It's $20, and I showed how to make these mini ones and Oreo ones. Okay. Do I recommend using this type of frosting for like cheesecakes? Not really. This is already sweet. The cheesecake is sweet. This one has brownie already on the bottom of it. So I like to use whipped frosting on cheesecakes because it's a much lighter, not too sweet, and it doesn't overpower the cheesecake. So this, I'm using it just to show you guys because I don't want to make cupcakes. So I'm showing you, you know, how to pipe on these. But I don't really recommend using buttercream on cheesecakes just because I feel personally it's too, depending how you make your buttercream, it might be a little too sweet. So let me bring out the ones that I did earlier, and I can show you what I mean that it crust. So these I did earlier. If I touch them, you see like they get hard. So personally, me, I like that because when I make a cake or cupcakes, I store them in the fridge, and I know this is going to happen to the buttercream. And when the customer comes and picks up and it's like hot, I know that it's going to make it from, you know, point A to point B, and it's not gonna melt on the way. So I like that it gets hard. So if it's super, super hot in the summer and you're making cupcakes or cakes, whatever, always tell your customer to keep it refrigerated, and before they eat it, before they're going to eat it, like maybe take it out of the fridge an hour prior, so that way they're not eating super hard buttercream. It's gonna have time for it to thaw out and get softer, because I have heard stories of customers complaining to bakers that the frosting was super hard or it wasn't like creamy, but that's because it was probably in the fridge and they took it out. And I've actually bought cakes before and I put them in the fridge and I forget to bring them out. So when I'm cutting it, it's super, super hard, the buttercream. So just keep that in mind. I actually made some earlier. Okay, so this is from earlier and this is hard. Like, it's hard. Okay, so, and that happens because we're using butter. So what happens with butter when we put it back in the fridge? It solidifies. So this is what happens to our frosting. It's just the butter becoming solid again. So does not mean you have to throw it away. You literally just leave it out and then re-whip it, and then it's ready to use again. So like I said, I like to use buttercreams that crust. For example, when I crumb coat a cake, you know, the first layer that you do to seal in all the crumbs, I like for me to be able to put it in the fridge, and when I take it out, it's solid. Like, it's solid. I know that my second layer is not going to pick up any crumbs because this is hard and it's really sealed them in. I have used other buttercreams like store-bought that sometimes they don't crust. Like, they don't crust, so when I go in there again with my second layer, it picks them up. Like, it picks up all the crumbs all over again. I hate it. So I like to work with buttercreams that crust. Basically is what I'm saying. Okay, do you guys have any questions for me? Because we are done. So I want to start doing the whipped frosting. And whipped frosting, there's different ways of making them. There's ones that hold a little bit better, but overall whipped frosting, they have to be refrigerated at all times, like at all times. What dessert is that? Did you come in late, Lauren? These are mini cheesecakes. They're mini cheesecakes. I have a class. It's on my website. And I show you two different flavors. It's the cookie dough brownie one and the Oreo one. It's $20. And it's available on my website if you are interested in learning how to make these mini cheesecakes. Okay, you guys. I don't think I see any other questions from you guys. So like I said, I will start working on the whipped frosting series and try to see which ones I like and which ones I want to introduce to you guys. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for coming on with me and watching and tuning in. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys next time. All right, bye you guys.